Hello guys. Today we are going to be talking about the Melanie Martinez allegations and why I support her. First off, if you don't know who Melanie Martinez is, this is her. She is an American singer and songwriter who follows the story of a character named Crybaby in her songs. You've probably heard this one before.
Please get in your places, throw on your dress and put on your dog faces. Everyone thinks that we're perfect. Please don't let them look through the curtains.
But that's just one of the many popular songs she has. She has 3 studio albums, Crybaby, K-12, and Portals. Crybaby is her debut album where her character Crybaby is born and learns the ways of life. K-12 is when she goes to a mysterious torture sleepaway school. And in Portals she dies and reincarnates into a pink nymph. Melanie has also been shown as a contestant on the hit TV show The Voice and got to the top 6 until she was unfortunately voted off. Melanie has had a major glow up after Portals and gained some weight due to her quitting smoking. This is what she looks like now. Melanie had a major tour in 2024 called the Trilogy Tour. This tour included all of her eras, Crybaby, K-12, and Portals. This tour even made her an award. So, as you can tell, Melanie Martinez is a very successful person, even though she might not be the best well-known. So now that you know her, it is time to discuss the allegations that have been surrounding her since 2017. In 2017, a woman named Timothy Heller posted on Twitter about a very sensitive topic. She claimed that Melanie raped her. This is what she looks like. And yes, she is wearing something that looks a lot like the red Melanie balaclava.
Wait. What the hell?
Anyway, this is what she said in short. Melanie and I were friends because we both needed to help each other with our mental health. The relationship was starting only be about her. When I told the story to people about it, I just thought it was a funny little thing, but people told me it was so I started to believe it. We were at a sleepover. Things happened. So yeah, that's what she said about the situation. She didn't tell the police about it. She just posted it on Twitter like it wasn't a big deal. This is Melanie's response. I understand how hard it could be to see my side of the story, considering no one with a heart would want to invalidate anyone speaking up about this topic. I want to thank my fans who took the time to research the timeline, analyze past Instagram photos, and question the story being told, which reveal her false statements. I trusted so many people in my life who took advantage of that trust for their own personal gain. Please know that my intentions with everything that I do in my life are always pure, and I would never be in someone without their absolute consent. As you can tell, Melanie is being pretty straightforward with this response. She is clearly telling us that Timothy is lying and using this false information for her greater good. Now mind you, Timothy posted this back in 2017. This was during her Crybaby tour, which was just as major as her Trilogy tour. Doesn't this seem a little odd that she's bringing it up in the highlights of her career? But right now, this is just the history of what happened in 2017. Maybe this was just as soon as she could speak up about it. But I just don't think that's the case. She should have said something earlier or maybe even to the police rather than post it like what happened was irrelevant. I stand firm on that. So do I think it happened? Yes and no. I do think they had a sleepover and were involved in sex activities together. But I don't think it was rape. As further news suggests, Timothy was the one who bought the sex game. Why would anyone buy a sex game if they didn't want to have sex? Now we are fast forwarding 7 years and entering 2024. Melanie was having an amazing year with the Trilogy tour and everything until Timothy brought it back up and everyone chose Timothy's side and completely abandoned Melanie. Now I think it's normal to do that anyway, since you must support the victim first. But even after the research, people still decided to choose Timothy's side even though she is very wrong. Here are some questionable things Timothy has done even after reporting the abuse. Number 1. She dressed up as Melanie for Halloween. Who in their right minds would dress up as their abuser? I know people are going to start saying some corny jokes like because it's scary. But if Melanie's abuse frightened her so much, she should have done everything in her power to forget about it, not try to bring it back up every chance she gets. Number 2. Timothy making sex content in public. This one's against the law. It is called public indecency. She did this at a public children's bench. This is absolutely disgusting and absurd, especially for the fact that she is claiming to be a victim. Number 3. She grew one. A girl named Emily spoke out on Twitter about how she was bullied by Timothy. Again, I don't like the fact that Emily didn't contact the police about it, but it seems right up Timothy's alley. Allegedly, Timothy forced Emily to send nudes. Emily also mentioned that Timothy always said that she wanted to destroy Melanie and that she hated her. This is also very disgusting. Number 4. Whatever this is. I thought you hated her. Number 5. Timothy not defending her friend that was a victim to actual R. Everyone knows that R@Pay victims stick together and believe each other no matter what, because the horrible things that happen to them happen to their friend, but not in this case. And no, Timothy never confronted her friend's abuser. Number 6. Timothy claiming that they're still friends even after the abuse. Just think about it. Would you want to be friends with your abuser? And Timothy was referring to Melanie as he. Melanie goes by she or they pronouns. And there's so much more, but are more reasons why I find Melanie to be innocent. Melanie dropped an unreleased song called Piggyback. It was about this situation and her claiming her innocence. As you can see, these lyrics explain the entire situation. Timothy is clearly lying to you all to get a piece of Melanie's fame. And most importantly, we've lost a Melanie fan to sue. A 12-year-old girl named Haley was bullied and sent death threats by these Timothy Heller supporters just because she's a crybaby. She allegedly jumped out of her apartment window following her tragic death. This is horrible. I know Timothy is a horrific person, but even she would be disappointed in some of you guys. Also, Timothy made a fake AI post about Melanie confessing about rape. And even after she was caught, she was still posting stupid things about it online. Like saying Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish did it to her too. Like, no, they didn't. You're just crazy. And there's a whole lot more I'd love to cover with you guys. But if I did make another video with every single reason why I support her, it would be over a few hours. I'm not being toxic. I'm just spitting facts. Melanie is innocent. It is what I said. A lot of people are like, but you believe the things about Diddy and Drake. But that's because they had an overwhelming amount of proof. Timothy has one single photo that doesn't even have anything to do with her being innocent. Here is the photo she shared. This is zero amount of proof whatsoever. If I missed a few things, let me know so I can make another video about it. Thank you all for watching. Have a blessed day.